It's more than a roast. It's everything and everyone you need, all at one table.
It's Espresso on SABC3. I'm in the kitchen with Michael Olivier. It's all about tattoos today. Justin Bieber and his dad have matching tattoos. Do you have matching tattoos with your son?
No.
You guys are very close. Have you ever thought of maybe getting tattooed? No. Okay.
No, not a tattoo.
Do you want to see my tattoo? Wait, I'm not going to lift my dress up. I'm just loosening my apron to show you my tattoo. Do you want to see it?
Yes.
Okay.
Ah,
hey?
Wow, isn't that fun?
Hey, can we get you a temporary one?
Absolutely.
Well, now that you've seen my tattoo, can you tell me what we're making in the kitchen today?
We're going to do a sort of a Chinesey sugar and spice pork chops. I worked with a wonderful Australian chef, food writer called Michele Cranston, and this is one of her recipes. And
what do you need?
We're going to serve it with some steamed pak choi. So, pak choi.
What's pak choi?
Pak choi is Chinese cabbage.
And where do I get this?
You can get it
At
from supermarkets.
I've never seen it, so how do I make this?
Well, what we need to do is we need to marinate the pork chops first.
Hang on, we haven't set our timer. You've got to do this in 10 minutes.
Okay.
So while you are getting that there.
Well, fortunately, it looks as though it's not going to work. There we go.
There we go. Oh, my stand's
all
not
fall
working.
down.
Yep, all fall down. Carry on, Michael.
And
I'll just fix
so we're
everything.
going to take some brown sugar to sort of marinate the chops in, and I'm going to add some Chinese 5-spice powder. Now that's a mix of...
What are the 5 spices?
Star anise, cloves, cinnamon. Sometimes they use cassia, which is a thicker kind of bark that they use, and then fennel seeds, ground up fennel seeds, and Szechuan pepper.
Okay.
So we've got that spicy mixture, and here we've got some lamb chops, pork chops.
Chops?
Why did I say lamb?
What are you thinking of?
Absolutely. Pork is such a wonderful meat.
Didn't they call it the new white meat at one stage?
Absolutely, yeah, they still do. The new white meat. The wonderful thing about pork is that there's so many different cuts that you can use. You know, the pork fillet is wonderful for sort of Chinese style sweet and sour stuff. And then, you can hardly walk into a restaurant now and not find slow roast belly of pork on the menu. And we were with some friends recently, and we did pork cheeks, which we cooked with apple and
cheeks.
Yes, apple and cider, and they were just delicious. Long, slow roast.
Okay, so people don't eat pork, and they substitute it with something else?
Yeah, you could use veal. Happily use veal, or in fact, in a dish like this, you could use chicken.
Okay, so
just perfectly, yeah.
Where do we go?
So where we go from here is I'm going to make a little sauce, but I think I'm just going to get the pak choi on steaming first.
The pak choi. So I go to CNA, Pick and Pay.
Yes.
I pick up my pak choi.
Yeah.
It comes raw.
It comes like this. Sometimes you'll find it pulled off the stalk, and you'll get a bag of these. But that's fine. You can cook them in exactly the same way. So what I want to do here is I want to cut this down the middle. And I'm actually just going to steam.
How beautiful it looks
it's
inside.
Lovely.
Hey?
It's very pretty.
It's so beautiful.
And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do one of them. A little bit of olive oil in the pan. And get the pan sort of quite hot. Because... Well, that's nice now, because I want it to sort of sizzle and sear a little bit.
Can you eat that raw?
You can. It's lovely in salads. And you can also slice it up and use it in sort of Chinese stir fries.
Tastes a little bit like a lettuce meets a spinach.
Yeah. So I don't know if you can actually see this one. We're browning it up, getting a nice little sort of brown feel to it. Then the lovely thing is that those leaves just go the wonderful sort of dark green color. So we'll just put a little bitty water on there.
Why are you adding the water, Michael? If you can hear me over the bubbling water and the sizzle. Why do you add the water?
Just to steam it. Just to steam it a little bit. I'm actually going to just let it stand there in the pan.
Next step.
Right, now we're going to do the sauce, and we're going to use some sesame oil, lovely nutty sesame oil. and then put into it a clove of garlic and a little bit of freshly grated ginger. And just put a splash of water in there. I don't want it to...
It's starting to smell gorgeous. And you know you can get these ingredients sent to your phone. Just SMS the word CHOPS, CHOPS, 33728. SMS that, and the ingredients will be sent to your phone.
Now
what are you adding?
I'm adding 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce.
Oyster sauce.
Yep.
How's oyster sauce made?
Oyster sauce is one of those sort of, it's obviously got oysters in, and then soy and other sort of Chinese flavorings. Here I've got some rice wine, Chinese rice wine. If you can't get rice wine, you can use dry sherry just as easily.
And the alcohol cooks out, obviously.
The alcohol does cook out, yeah.
So you don't have to worry about if they're serving this to kids.
Yep, absolutely.
Soy sauce.
Soy sauce. And then we'll put in some lemon just to give that nice sort of soury taste
Fresh
there.
lemon. Now you were here earlier when we were cooking with our Thermo chef.
Yes, Thermomix.
Thermomix. How incredible is that Thermomix?
Isn't that a wonderful machine?
10 machines in one.
I know.
Do you have one in your kitchen?
No, I don't, but I wish I
think
had.
it's a nice one to invest in,
Yeah,
and we're giving one away today. So all you need to do is SMS WIN, your name and your city to 33728.
Right, just getting the lemon pips out there. So here we have our sauce, and this is just going to cook away happily here.
How long do you leave it to cook for?
Not long. You just really want to get the flavors going together. How are we doing? Excellent. Now we've got...
That's the countdown to 10 o'clock, so you've got 10 minutes. So you've got
good time going.
4.5.
Right. Now I think what we'll do is we'll get the pork chops going. And
I feel useless. You're not telling me, let me do anything in the kitchen.
Well, you
I'll probably have to wash the dishes, hey?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll just go over time on purpose. So that
so if you wash the dishes, not me. If you go over time, you wash.
Right, so now we just put a little splash of olive oil into this pan and turn the heat up. You see our little pak choi is really nicely steamed. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little drizzle of sesame oil over, just give it that lovely
nutty
sort
taste
of nuttiness, and a bit of salt and a bit of pepper, and then we'll just leave it to stand there. And you can see this is coming on.
Our sauce is coming up nicely.
Coming on really nicely now.
Okay.
So I'm
watching you there, Michael. You've got like
really need to
3.5 minutes
to cook this much more. So I'm going to turn that off.
It's really smelling gorgeous, fresh, gorgeous scent.
Lovely. Right, now let's get going with the pork chops. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cook these just for sort of like a minute on either side.
And the sugar obviously melts and makes it all
caramelizes. Yeah, delicious.
Just under 3 minutes, Michael.
Right. Now, what we've done, of course, is we've taken the precaution and we've popped a couple in the oven.
You cheated!
Well, I just thought, we have to get the dish ready to show the viewers what it looks like. So why don't you get the...
No, this is my unimpressed face. We said, what's for supper in 10 minutes? If you cheat, you wash the dishes.
So I'm washing dishes today.
You are washing dishes, yes. So I get it out the oven.
Well,
so what you've done is you've fried it.
Yeah, and then just sort of seared them on the outside, and then bake them in the oven. So what we'll do is let's just pop them on the plate.
There we go. How long do you cook them in the oven for?
About 10 minutes. Because
the spice smell is really
isn't it amazing?
Gorgeous.
It's that lovely 5-spice that just smells so delicious.
Okay, so
there we have.
You cook it in the oven.
Yep.
So I might as well press stop now because...
No, we're not done yet. We've got our lovely pak choi on the side. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just pour the sauce into this little...
measuring cup?
This little measuring cup here. And then you just drizzle some of the sauce over the chops. Maybe just a splash on the pak choi as well.
Looks lovely. So
And
total cooking time.
Total cooking time, well, you could do it in probably do it in 10 minutes. If you just get your searing done and then pop them into
Can we say 15
like
minutes?
a 200. Well, yeah, 15 minutes, probably
Okay.
pushing it a bit.
Okay, so it could be between 10 or 15 minutes. Now, Michael, you know, we've got our different
Absolutely.
colours. So the 100 is for a family of 4 for 100 Rand or
Yep.
less the meal. The blue is 100 to 200
Yep.
for a family of 4. The red is 200 plus for a
Yep.
family of 4. Where do I plate this one?
We're going green today.
We're going green?
Absolutely.
A good, healthy family meal for a family of 4. It's going to cost you 100 Rand or less. And remember, the ingredients can be sent to your phone. 33728 is the number to SMS with the words chops, spelt CHOPS. Michael Olivier, for cheating, you are going to be washing the dishes. It looks like a great meal. I'm definitely going to give it 10 out of 10. It's Espresso on SABC3.